Our last presenter for this first part of the session is Dr. Tony Maida. He's going to be talking about understanding the neocortex as a cohesive and universal neurocomputer.
Okay, in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to convey some modern ideas about how the brain, specifically the neocortex, might function as a cohesive computer. The person in this figure is looking at a physical world which causes conscious experience. Also, the person learns to adapt to that world. All of this is mediated by computations that take place in the brain using 20 billion spiking biological neurons as computing elements. The brain acquires its computing power from its parallel design and also from its dense interconnectivity of its 20 billion neurons. This spinal motor neuron is completely covered with inputs from other neurons. There's no room for any more inputs. It's saturated. The workhorse neuron of the neocortex is the pyramidal neuron. It has large dendritic trees, which receive about 5,000 adaptive inputs from other neurons. It also sends output to about 5,000 other neurons. The dendritic trees are covered with spines that contain NMDA synapses. These NMDA synapses are embedded within the spines on the dendritic trees and learn to encode various kinds of acquired memory traces. Your life experience and thought and knowledge is embedded in those memory traces, in those sites. Neocortex is 6-layered, unique to mammals. It's highly scalable. Its surface area is 1 square centimeter in a mouse, but scales to 2,500 in a human. Although the surface area scales, its thickness remains at about 1 or 3 millimeters, and there is differentiation among the cortical areas. However, auditory cortex can learn under some circumstances to mimic visual cortex. What is the significance of this? It may be the case that evolution discovered a learning module, small, about 500 neurons, that differentiates and expands across the cortical surface and then becomes specialized or repurposed to particular cortical areas. So it's a learning algorithm that can be customized in both different cortical areas. Cortical areas form extended macro-scale networks whose activities correlate with thought as we know it. The lighted areas each contain tens of billions of neurons easily. Here we have hearing of words, seeing of words, speaking words. How do these cortical areas that are separate interact or communicate? Well, here's a cross-section of the brain, and the peripheral here is that 3 millimeter thick neocortex, and most of the material in here is fiber bundles connecting different areas that are far away from each other, and this shows the color coding by destination of those fiber bundles. An amazing amount of the space in your head is used for wires for long-distance communication. Now we can look at the big picture. Here's the brain, here's the cortical microcolumns. Brain is made of cortical areas that connect to each other according to specific rules. In the cortical areas have themselves embedded mini columns in a honeycomb fashion that encode the basic canonical circuit for universal learning in these 500 or so cylinders. This sets the stage for large-scale brain simulation, with the limiting factor being that we don't know that much about mini columns. My research area and that of other scientists is concerned with coming up with a model of mini columns that does probability theory. One idea is that of predictive coding. Predictive fault coding is a form of expectation maximization, which itself is a form of maximum likelihood parameter estimation. ARPA has also noticed this problem with mini columns and considers it and I have to memorize this one. We're looking at that. The puzzle and significance of mini columns as a continuing scientific challenge.
Well, we've reached the midpoint of our Ignite presentations this morning, so what we're going to do is we are going to take a break, and we would invite you to go out to the lobby and enjoy the food and drink, but we'd invite you to have a conversation with the people who are presenting to explore interests that you have with their presentations and so on. We'll break for about, I believe it's 35 minutes or so.